Hi, I'm Annabelle, and today we are going to be talking about the one, the only, Dyson Airwrap. I have been using this product for 2 years now, and I want to give you my honest review, thoughts, feelings, and I want to hear if you have used this product, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. So I'm Dominican, and for the longest time, if ever I went to the hair salon, they would do a whole roller set and sit you under a hooded hair dryer for an hour, and you just waited there in the hot environment. At home, I bought my professional hooded hair dryer, and that's how I did my hair for years until Dyson came along. I never even thought it was possible to go from wet to dry hair and have similar results to the roller set. A lot of people are put off when they hear about the price, but I'm here to tell you that it is actually worth it. It is such a good investment. So I definitely think that you should go for it if you are already spending money on a hair dryer or any other device that is doing a good job, but you might want something faster, something better, something that doesn't give you heat damage. So for me, this is a no-brainer. I know that there are a lot of other products in the market that do the same thing, like the Shark, T3, Revlon, right? I tried a lot of these products and I went with the Dyson Airwrap wholeheartedly, and the reason is because of the quality. A few times that I would leave my hair curly, people would ask me, well, how is it that your hair can be so curly even though you straighten it all the time? And that's because whenever you do the rollers, you're not putting a lot of tension on your hair and you have very slow, gradual heat. Well, apparently Dyson has figured out a way to not cause a lot of heat damage to your hair. You do add that tension by pulling the hair that is still there with any of these products, but it is minimal because you're not putting a lot of heat damage. So I have noticed that my curls have broken up some, but not as extreme as you would think considering how often I use this product. So I use it once a week, but I do the curling barrels maybe 4 times a week, just if I want my hair to be very springy and look really nice. So that's something to take into consideration. Now, as far as the bristles go, these bristles are so durable. They do not warp. I noticed that with the Revlon, they were very unreliable. I felt like they weren't gonna last very long. Same thing with other brands like the Shark. I was very cautious. If you have had any experience with these products, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you think that they are just as durable as the Dyson, how long it's lasted you. One really cool thing about the Dyson is that if for whatever reason you find that the bristles have gotten warped in the first year, they'll just send you a new one. You can reach out to customer service 24 hours. They're available 24/7 and they are amazing. Speaking of, I know that a big selling point with the Airwrap is the barrels. So I want to talk about the barrels. So this one is the one that came with my device. And I don't really use this because the curls are loose and they're not gonna last long. So sure, maybe they'll last that whole day, but I like it whenever I wake up and I already have some of my curls. They're still there. So this one I just don't grab. I don't use it. I actually ordered the bigger curling barrel, but they sent me this one by mistake and they just let me keep it. They were like, just don't worry about it, you can keep it. And one thing that I do notice though is that even though I had high hopes for this one, I really hoped that it would work because I have so much hair that I really was hoping that I had seen other videos on YouTube. I thought that this one was gonna do a really good job, but it doesn't have good suction. For some reason, it just wasn't grabbing my hair well enough. And I had been trying this one while I was waiting for this one to come in the mail. And this one actually has great suction. So I know that Dyson just released a new air wrap, and that one is supposed to really grab onto your hair with that Coanda effect. So it would be interesting to compare both of them. I would have to really be sold on it, but I could review it and let you know what I think, if it is worth making the investment and switching over. Based on these two and the performance of each one, I can see why Dyson came up with a new Coanda effect curling barrels, because it wasn't working for everyone. First, for me, I find that this one does a really nice job. One thing also that I tell people is don't get the Dyson Airwrap just because you like the curling barrels. I don't think that, or you want to try them, I don't think that that's a worthy investment. I think that you should at least get 2 attachments that you're going to regularly use. So for me, I always use this one and I always use this. The Dyson Airwrap also comes with a diffuser, but I don't use it. I don't use it because I have the Dyson Supersonic and I just feel like it has a really nice diffuser, and I still have the diffuser that came with the Airwrap in the box, never have touched it. It also came with a wide tooth comb that I don't have a need for. So these are things to keep in mind if you are wavering whether you should get the Dyson or not. It's great that it comes with a lot of attachments, but will you use them? Speaking of, it also comes with this attachment, and this is supposed to be like a quick blow dryer. You attach it on there, and this can help you blow dry your hair so that you can go in with the large attachment barrel and finish your hair. I don't use this that often, and it's because I don't think it has a lot of hair drying power. It's okay. It's kind of weak. At the highest speed, highest heat setting, it's still kind of weak. And I know that Dyson did redo this in their new Dyson Airwrap. They have a better version of it, supposedly. Use their flat brush whenever I want to quickly dry my hair. So say I'm in a rush and I don't have time to towel dry my hair before going in with a round brush, I will use this and just get my hair as dry as possible, and then I will go in with the round brush. That way I'm not putting so much tension on my curly hair, and I can preserve some of the curls in the event I want to have my hair curly. So that's something to keep in mind. With the large round brush, this was a game changer when Dyson came up with it, because I remember getting the Dyson Airwrap whenever they only had a small round brush, and they still have that as an option. But if your hair is shoulder length and longer, then you're gonna need the large round attachment. And I say that from experience because my hair was shoulder length when they only had the small one, and I had to return it because for the amount of hair that I have, it just wasn't doing a good job. It wasn't doing it fast enough, and I just felt like I was there all day long, and I'd rather go back to my rollers, and that's a bad sign. So no. This one is the reason for this review. I was sold as soon as I started using this. I saw how great of a product it was. Now, Dyson often has sales, so they will have like $100 off their product, and then if you use Ulta, sometimes Ulta has 20% off of one item, even prestige items. So that's when I would recommend you buy your Dyson. I also use Rakuten, and I have a link in the description below if you want to use my code, and then you can get like $30 off in addition to whatever percentage they have. So whenever I bought my Dyson, Rakuten was offering 20% off. So, and Dyson was also offering $100 off. So significantly cheaper than had I just bought it off retail price. My hair, like I mentioned, it will last me quite a bit of days. I think it just does such a nice job. Everyone that I have seen use the the Airwrap. I think that their hair looks fantastic. I will show you too the difference between doing your hair and just doing the Dyson Airwrap versus going in with a flat iron. So I always go in with a flat iron. If humidity is a problem where you live, then you definitely want to go in with the flat iron, because if you don't, then I've done it. I've gone out there with just the Airwrap and my hair looked awful at the end of the day. So the way that I recommend it is Airwrap and then flat iron if you have hair similar to mine. So otherwise, I think you can get away with not doing it, but you're gonna have to be the judge of that one. If you found this review helpful, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. See you next time.